My name is Thomas Mbaru. I'm a resident of this village. I was born here. In a nutshell, life was not very easy. We had quite a difficult life because we come from a family of 10, including my parents. I really had to pick up myself and get inspiration from within, because I knew that at the end of the day, education is the foundation to life. And everybody can't be wrong about that education is the foundation to life. I mean, you used to go without food. I mean, that was almost given. And going to school without shoes is something that was so common that if someone maybe found you going to school with shoes, they could be shocked. And two of my siblings, my brother and my sister, were ahead of me. And there wasn't any school fees left for me. But fortunately, someone came to me. It was a well-wisher, someone who had just given his life into sponsoring bright but needy students. After like 2 or 3 months, because that's when the results come out here, they told me, I've brought you your high school admission form to the top school in Kenya, and you've been offered a free place completely. You won't pay a cent. After that, then things changed. And I got an A. So that meant I had now secured a place to go to the university. And I went to the university and I did Bachelor of Commerce. And after that, I started my own financial consultancy for small businesses. And it's been what I've been doing for a long time, until last year again, I got another scholarship to do my master's in economics and human development. I gave it my best because I knew if education can get me to this level, then there's no any other level that education can't get me to. This here is a borehole that was done, and it was done about 3-4 years ago. And it was done because the people in this village had a problem with water. I mean, they could not get water, and we used to walk more than 2 kilometers to go and get water. So that is the same journey that I used to make in the mornings. I used to wake up early, about 4 a.m. I go get water on the other side, and then I come with probably like 10 liters. I come and shower, and then after that, that's when now I used to go to school. So it was really a struggle, even getting yourself clean to go to the school, because this water that you're seeing flowing here was not available. But now, thank God, well-wishers again came and they drilled this borehole free of charge for the village. And that is why people now can be able to enjoy free water as it is. They only contribute a little for the maintenance of the borehole, but everything else is provided for. When I got the opportunity to go to high school, even after being offered the free place, I mean, we didn't even have money. My dad did a fundraising, but he didn't even raise $10. I mean, it was so little that it couldn't take me, even pay for my bus fare. So she is my auntie, and her husband and her came through for me at that moment. They gave me money that was able to take me through to Nairobi at that particular moment, and they have been a very important source of encouragement to me. I mean, they have given literally advice. They've given their finances. Not that they had a lot, but whatever they had, I think they have sacrificed on my behalf, and it's one of the family that I'm truly grateful to this end because of what they have done in my life. Yes. These are my parents. This is my dad. This is my mom. They didn't even have basic primary education, as you can see them. But this far, they have believed in education. There are people who believe in taking children to school. As I said, we were 8 in our family, the siblings. I have 8 siblings. And all of us were able to go to school successfully. And it was because of their sheer determination, nothing else but determination. They didn't have ready money, like this money that they have saved. It was actually money that was not there. So they took us to school by faith. They will go to speak to the principal and maybe allow us for a month or two. And then after that, we are sent back home again. And then they again go and talk to the principal. And it was a very difficult moment for us as a family. And I think to me, personally, I owe a lot to these parents as they are. I mean, they are aged the way they are, but I can tell you they have done such, they've had a tremendous impact in my life and in my education. And I really owe them a lot. to this end, and that is why I don't stay much in the city. I usually come back because, I mean, they're the people that I'm taking care of, and I'm really proud of them. Um, they cannot speak English the way I speak, but I speak English for them. So it is something that I'm standing in the gap. Where they stood for me years ago, I'm now standing in the gap for them today. Yes.
Kitu cha kwanza sisi wazazi wawili tulikuwa hatuna lolote la kufanya.
The first thing is that they didn't have anything else that they could depend on.
Kwa bidii yetu sisi tukajaribu kufanya vibarua tu vya umuhimu kidogo kidogo mpaka tukapata pesa za kuwapeleka hawa watoto. Walikuwa watoto ni karibu 6 hawa.
Yes, in their own effort, they basically did manual jobs, things that they could lay their hands on, because what they wanted at the end is to see us through high school. They did jobs which were not well paying, and because we were many of us, at some point, of course, they were overwhelmed, but they still never gave up in pursuit of education, because they didn't get it. They wanted us to get it on their behalf.
Asitaijabu kwamba hizi pesa tutazipata wapi, lakini sisi tulikuwa tuna juhudi hawa watoto wetu wasome.
Yes, he's saying that now it was difficult even for them to explain to the other people around them where they got the money to educate us, because in their small efforts, no one could see whether that money was really enough to take someone through secondary school. But in them, they believed that even with the small funds that they could lay their hands on, it was possible for them to make good use of that money and take us to school.
Kwa sababu ya watoto wasome. Hata huko kwa wageni, mimi nilikuwa ni mfanyikazi wa nyumbani kwa Unilever huko baharini. Sasa wale wageni nilikuwa nikija nikiwaomba na kuwapa karatasi za huyu kijana na wengineo ambao ni hawa vile vile ndugu zake.
Yes.
Ndio wakafaidika kuenda mbele kusoma.
So he used to be a caretaker in one of the holiday houses that was being managed by Unilever, and when he used to be there in his small position as the caretaker, whenever guests used to come, he used to share his story about his children, who is us, and with the guests. And so he used to give them admission forms, he used to give them at times fee structures, because all that he wanted was that he didn't want us to sit at home. So he did all that he could so that we can get an opportunity to get education in this family.
Wananifahamu sana zaidi, hata hapa nyumbani ulikuwa wakija wakiona ile shida ya hawa vijana, na hawa vijana nilikuwa nikiwapelekea karatasi za wale wenyeji wa kule ambao wameniandika. Kwa hivyo ikawa hivyo tu kusukumana mpaka hawa ndio wakapata sikuli kule mbeleni. Basi wakajisaidia mpaka
his situation was there. He needed help, and us as a family, we could not have gotten to where we are if not through some of those people who came through for us at different points. Some through high school, for my siblings who went for the fee-paying high schools, and for me in very many circumstances, even in primary school, we used to pay a small fee, which also they came through for me, even in my primary school years. As far as he can recollect, that is how he managed to raise us to the level we are in terms of education, and he's really pleased with what he's been able to achieve. Bearing in mind, he never stepped into anyone's classroom. He just believed that education is possible if you put your heart in it and the little that you have in it, and everything else and every door will open at the end.